Righto, welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell, brought to you by Livewire Markets. My name's Matty Michael, and money of mine are doing a bit of a hostile takeover today of Livewire to bring you everything that's going on in the gold sector in WA. And I've got a couple of fund managers that are in the weeds in this with me today. Mr. Sam Berridge from Perennial and Dave Franklyn from Argonaut Natural Resources Fund. Lads, gold all-time highs, both US and Aussie dollar terms at the moment. It is flying. Can it continue? Sammy, we'll start with you.
I think it can. I mean, we've just seen the Fed cut rates by 50 points. They're talking about another 50 between now and the end of the calendar year. So falling rates usually a positive for the gold price. And then beyond that, we've got a US election and no one's suggesting there's going to be any belt tightening. So in a nutshell, I think the path is up.
What about you, Dave? Commodity prices go up or down usually. Could it keep going up?
Yeah, Matty, I think it can. You know, if you look at what's happening globally, the world is a dangerous place, right? There's conflicts everywhere. You've got a lot of countries now that don't want to hold US assets or US dollars, a global financial system loaded up on debt, and I guess concerns over whether we're in for a soft landing or a hard landing, you know. So, and then a US election, as Sam was saying, later in this year. So, a lot of issues conspiring to support gold in the medium term.
We're going to talk about some Australian-based stocks today, but how are you looking at the gold space in terms of international gold, Aussie gold, diversified players, small cap, large cap? Where's the value at?
We certainly prefer to stay on the ASX. I mean, we can drift off globally if we'd like, but I just like to be there, in front of the screens when the news comes out. And the Australian gold universe is quite broad, so there's something for everyone there, appropriate to your level of risk tolerance.
How about you, Dave?
Yeah, look, I tend to agree with Sam, right? So there's a big universe in Australia. We can go offshore, and we do that sometimes, but there's enough here. I think what's really interesting in the gold space is just you've seen the money flow into the producers and the bigger companies. The juniors have been pretty forgotten about. I think what that really highlights is that if you're a junior and you want to get noticed, you need the ability of scale and production growth. And the ones that have done that, like a Spartan or a Banda or a Catalyst, have been re-rated, but there's a lot out there that are a bit lost. Righto,
let's get into the buy, hold, sell. Quite fitting with my Livewire hat on that I wear every day, so I'm putting it to actual use today. First stock, De Grey Mining, the aspiring massive gold possibly producer, located up in the hot part of Western Australia up north. Are we a buy, hold, or sell, gentlemen?
It's a sell for me. Thanks, Matty. You hit the nail on the head. It is an almost producer. The record of these companies or gold stocks going into production is listed with poor returns. I mean, precious few companies have managed this transition quite well. And I think that, if you want exposure to the gold price, you are, probably better placing it elsewhere until these guys get up and running.
Dave, big CapEx job, refractory deposit, but it has scale. Buy, hold, sell for you for De Grey.
Yeah, I've got it as a buy, so taking a different tack. I get the points that Sam's made. It's got to execute on the development, and there's risk associated with that. CapEx is probably going to be higher than what they would like, and there's obviously going to be issues being a refractory type project. But having said that, market cap of $3 billion. 900 million cash, 85 Ks from Port Hedland, 550,000 ounces a year for a very long time. It's a rare asset, should be owned by a global major, and I think it's a buy.
Beautiful. If you agree the whole time, that's just going to be boring. I like that. Right, next stock, the Raleigh Finlayson vehicle, Genesis Minerals, currently producing out of Leonora with the historical Gwalia, but a lot of growth in the pipeline, a lot of piecing together with the Leonora to Laverton district. Rated, you'd say, very highly for the management premium, and it does have a high short interest as well. But Genesis, buy, hold, or sell?
I'll stick a buy on this one, Matty. I mean, it has run quite hard, but it does have something which is reasonably rare, and more important in this day and age is permitted growth. I mean, they still need to tick a few boxes for Tower Hill, but their Leonora and Laverton operations, can grow organically without having to run foul of any permitting requirements, as we see tripped up older Regis Resources recently. So, I think that along with no hedging, good exposure to gold price should continue to keep going.
What about you, Dave? There's a pipeline with the base case without any sort of future M&A to get to that 400,000 ounce producer for Genesis. Buy, hold, or sell for you, mate?
Yeah, I've got it as a hold. Management team's one of the best in the business. It's roughly going from 150,000 ounces now to say 300 by 2028, and then, as you're saying, up to 400. So that looks good. Costs are a bit high, a bit of work to be done to bring the operating costs down. Tower Hill's a great asset, but I just think it's priced in, so we've got it as a hold.
Very good. Now, final one. The new and improved, you'd say, Westgold Resources just completed the merger with Karora. It recently put out guidance for 400 to 420,000 ounces for FY25 for the pro forma. How are we looking? Buy, hold, or sell?
My last card is the hold for Westgold. I've got a big fan of Wayne and also Lee Junk, who's joined the board from the Karora side. So they're great. Beta Hunt's a great asset. They've got a great growth profile there, but in the price.
Dave, is it a buy, West hold, or sell?
We've got it as a buy. I think Wayne has done an incredible job since he stepped in the door or in the MD position at Westgold. It's really about execution now. So 400,000 ounces, all-in sustaining costs falling over time, bit of growth capex in the short term, but they deliver that guidance. The stock is cheap.
Very good. Right, now here's even though you both appear to be still semi-bullish on the gold price going forward, even though it has run to where it is, what two stocks, one from you each, would you be looking to sell despite this run?
I think at the moment, Bellevue still looks tough. It has come back a long way since their guidance update, but I'm just a little bit mindful about how that September quarter is going to look versus what the expectations in the market are. So, if I had a gun to my head, it would probably be that one.
Very good. Dave, what are you dumping at the moment?
Yeah, look, I've got a sell on Emerald Resources, which I think it's a big call because, again, the management team is exceptional. They've done a great job with their Cambodian asset. And Dingo Range is, I guess, a work in progress. But I just think valuation-wise, it's a bit stretched. I think there's better value elsewhere, so it's a sell.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well, that's all we have time for the gold spectacular. There's a couple more to come for this resource special for Livewire markets. So appreciate Livewire letting Money of Mine take it over for the moment. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube and podcast channels for all your Livewire content. And it is flying in every week. Hootaroo.